What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rear Naked Locks. I'm Chato, that's Henry. We're going to give you guys a quick breakdown of yesterday's pay-per-view. Ankalaev versus Pereira 2 in Las Vegas, Nevada. There's a couple good finishes, Henry. Like, how'd you feel about the card overall?
Main card was beautiful. Had a good time with it. Prelims, man, a lot of boring fights, a lot of shit fights, a lot of just bad performances. But overall, I mean, I think the main card delivered enough to carry the whole card. It was fun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even though it was a bad night of betting, there were some pretty decent fights. Even the fights that didn't hit, or the best that didn't hit, those fights were still fun to watch. But we'll jump right into it to the first fight of the night. We had Veronica Hardy versus Walker. For those of you who don't know who Walker is, she was a tough finalist. Yeah, it was just exactly what me and Henry said. We had said 30-27 for Veronica. I just in the initial breakdown, I knew there wasn't going to be a finish. But honestly, it was a lackluster performance in my opinion from Hardy. But she did get the job done. She had a couple good moments, a couple bad moments, but yeah, like I think it's just I think it just leaves like a little asterisk on her record because like the fact that she can't take out Walker, for some reason just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why she won is because Walker decided to not shoot takedowns until the last 30 seconds of each round. Like she had so much success with the grappling. I was honestly surprised, but Uh, game plans are there for a reason, whether it's her not listening to the coaches or the coaches giving her a bad game plan. But GG to Hardy, I mean, a dub's a dub.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but in that second fight, man, this is a really good fight, man. We had Brahimaj versus Vanderford. Honestly, I think we might have to start putting respect on Brahimaj because he's been a dog in almost all his fights, and he's winning. He's finding ways to win. Vanderford had so much success in round one. Um, it was looking like he was going to start replicating that in round two, just taking him down, grinding him against the fence. But he was just struggling to maintain. He was struggling to flatten out Brahimaj. So Brahimaj was able to land some elbows, but there was a head kick that I think changed the whole dynamic of the fight. I don't think Vanderford recovered from that head kick at all, and yeah, he got caught in the front choke. It didn't look like it was that deep, but I mean, somebody like Brahimaj, he's been putting everybody with those. He's been getting everybody with those chokes, so he must have a nasty squeeze.
Yeah, man, I agree. I mean, like hindsight's 2020, but like I'm not gonna lie, there was no scenario, there was no time in which I wasn't high on Vanderford. I just thought he was gonna be the bigger fighter, gonna bully him, and I thought he was gonna do what he did in round one for all three of those rounds. But I mean, I just gotta give up props to Brahimaz. Like he was always in position, like even though he was getting controlled, not a lot of damage on the ground from Vanderford. And just like Henry said, like Brahim's defense was to attack that front side choke, and I feel like there was a couple times where fucking Vanderford was devastated because like it was kind of in, so he was giving up position. But yeah, man, I didn't think it was in, but I think the head kick had a lot to do with it. Like I don't think he recovered in time, and you know, like James is like he's a pretty good jiu-jitsu guy, and his squeeze must be nasty because he tapped pretty quick after that.
Yeah, it's just one of those fights where it probably goes differently each time these guys fight, but it just so happened we're on the wrong end of it this time. But GG to Brahimaj. I mean, we still haven't seen him get tested in the further rounds, so it's still a sketchy bet on this guy. But hey, round one, round two submission, might as well just sprinkle it from now on.
All right, next up we had our boy Soriano versus Veretenikov. Yeah, this is one of those fights where after the fight was over, I kind of just looked over to Henry. I was like, damn, like another fighter that like, we fumbled and not putting in our parlays. Like we knew Soriano was a lock. He was at better odds than a lot of these fighters, and he did what he needed to do. He dominated them. I think one of those rounds deserved the 10-8 round. He was just dominating him on the ground, dominating him on the feet. But Veretenikov, man, he is durable, man. So like, I was surprised that like he didn't get him out of there. But yeah, like he is extremely durable. But Soriano's nasty on the feet, and his power does translate to 170. But man, I think it was more Veretenikov having a chin than Soriano not being powerful, man.
Yeah, I think Veretenikov is terrible. I think he's only a striker, and he's even then with the striking, he's very predictable. Send him to BKFC where he belongs. His grappling is wipeout level. This guy is jumping gilly. He's holding on to he's holding on to the neck, almost getting Von Flute. Get him out of here. But props to Soriano. We did say for the lock of the week, if you wanted to add extra juice, add Soriano. But I don't know why we didn't play him. I told Chato Soriano was a super lock, and here I am putting other fighters in the parlays, and just comes back to bite us. But yeah, there's a super dominant performance in Soriano. 170 is his division. His grappling is not good enough to use against super high level fighters, so we'll see how he performs the higher he gets. But against bums like Veretenikov, easy pickings.
Yeah, that's all there.
Yeah, but next up we had Patchy Mix is Jacob Waklacz.
Mix it up.
Round one, Waklacz was just out scrambling Patchy. That gilly that he kept pulling, he was using that to reverse position. I think Wicklax's squeeze surprised Patchy because Patchy's not. If you watch all his previous fights, he's not one to give up position the way he was giving up. He still looked a little flat. This guy has 22 pro fights. It could just be that he's fucking on the decline at 32 years old, you never know because this guy beat Sergio Pettis. This guy beat freaking Magomedov. This guy beat a lot of top level name fighters, and then he comes to UFC and he just fumbles. It's like Will Brooks beat Michael Chandler, came to UFC 0-3 cut. It's like it happens. Sometimes people fumble under the bright lights, but I do think Patchy won this fight. Just to be honest with you guys, round 3 was clear as day. Round 2, Patchy was able to land some control time. He cut Waklacz with I don't remember if it was like a punch or an elbow. But I think Patchy was the one moving forward. It looked like Waklacz was slowing down big time at the middle round 2. I think it's bad optics, but I do think the judges got it wrong. But you got your Patchy Mix. You should be dominating guys like this, well, at least based on your profile, your record, and you didn't. So just a bad pick.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm gonna say right now, I'm off the Mix train already. It's just first fight, short notice, and Bautista. This guy, Woodglass is definitely not a shit fighter. He had some pretty good scrambles. His jiu-jitsu is where it's at. Striking is mid, but man, just the optics wasn't even on his ground game. The optics was on his feet, dude. He looks like he has like lupus or like rheumatoid arthritis, some like immunity disease going on, dude. He looks like he does not belong. Like I just don't like the decline needs to be studied because just like Henry said, bro, like in Bellator, he looked like the top notch killer. And as soon as he came to the UFC, it's like I don't know, bro. It's like he's playing on a different server. Like his ping is super high. He looks like he's in mud. Dude, his feet is just dude, he's flat footed. Man, I'm just never gonna bet on him again. Like I'm always gonna be a mixed fan, but dude, he just let me down back to back fights. Like even if he would have won this fight, he still would have lost this fight in my eyes. Why are you going to decision with a guy like Waklacz, bro? Like you're supposed to be giving Peter Yan like a run for his money, and you're going to a decision with Waklacz. Like I'm not like no disrespect to Waklacz, but man, I guess to me just the expectations for Patty like for Mix were like this high, and it's just let me down again. Salty.
Yeah, it's just tough, bro. Just because like his record is really good. It just performance wise, he's just not performing. Like he beat Hiraguchi, he beat Pettis, he beat Magomedov. These are 3 of the top level fighters outside of the UFC. Pettis had a winning record in the UFC. Hiraguchi had a winning record in the UFC. It's like Pettis is now the champion in PFL. Like, dog, these guys are performing. It's just I don't know. Sometimes fighters decline at random times in their career. It just seems like Mix and Tatiana both have going through like severe injuries because they both look so fucking awkward now. Just beyond awkward. It just I don't know.
Lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, something.
But GG to Waklacz. He didn't win that fight, but the judges gave it to him, so it is what it is.
All right, next up we got Chiasson versus Santos. Yeah, man, this is Santos was a dog, and she just outperformed Chiasson. I think what stole the fight was Santos' clinch. Dude, Santos was blasting Chiasson with that knee up the middle. Her Muay Thai was way better than Chiasson, and just honestly, Chiasson just looked like she didn't want to be in there. Like she missed weight. You know, like her striking was never there. I don't even think she attempted a takedown until like round three. Dude, Santos was lighting her up, teeps, knees down the middle, elbows. I mean, Santos looked good, man, but I think it was like I'm not sure if Santos looked good or Chiasson looked bad, but yeah, I think Santos was like a big favorite, like plus like two something. So I mean, GG's on her, but yeah, man, her clinch work is what stole her the fight. It was
Yeah,
like
it just
definitely 29-28.
yeah. Macy took round three. Just I think Macy just on a decline. It's 2 fights in a row. She just looks terrible. She's 34 years old now. She was like a big prospect coming up, but I mean, it seemed like once she hit the top, she just started fumbling. Could be one of those things where she doesn't take her career serious. Not making weight. And just terrible look. GG to Santos. I mean, the clinch striking was on point. Just tons of body work. Her cardio let her down, but at that point, Macy needed to finish. She didn't get one. So I'm sorry, I called you a nice lady, Santos. Turns out you're a violent lady. Good performance. Good performance. Damn. And then, oh my God, dude, we had Willie Cat Santos versus Yu Sang Yu, or Yu was looking so elite in this fight. And then he started showboating and playing to the crowd. Like Santos takes him down, he's yawning, like, bro. That it's just the super terrible optics. You can't underestimate your opponent. These are high level athletes, high level MMA fighters. It's like anybody can get knocked out any given day. It just seemed like this guy he started underestimating Santos, kept his hands down. It was bad. It was like Lenore Kavanaugh against Charles Johnson. Dominate the first round nasty, and then round two you start having your hands down, you have a mental moment, and you get knocked out. Damn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Sucks.
yeah, like Yo was an underdog coming into this fight, but he looked like a killer. But yeah, man, this was giving me like Anderson Silva Weidman. This is giving me just like when fighters do that, especially when I bet on them, man. I'm telling you right now, I can't even look at the screen when it happens. And Yo, even though he was messing around, was tagging him up on the feet. But what was his downfall was the whole like backing up with chin in the air. That's what his defense was. So like, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna extend my head back and back up, chin in the air. I was like, bro, Santos just needed to overextend one time. Got him. I was like, dude, you just can't make it up. Every time I have money on fighters, like he's over there like taking selfies mid fight. I was like, man, but I think he's still gonna be a problem. I think like this is an ass beating that he needed to actually like get himself locked in because he looked like a rookie in there. But hopefully he comes back and he learns his lesson. Like hopefully Korean Zombie puts a beating on this guy in the training room to like knock that off. That was like, man, that was some like JV mentality right there, bro. Like he's never gonna be champ like that. Hopefully this is definitely like a lesson that he got because he does have the skills, man. It just sucks when fighters like are overconfident like that.
Yeah, I mean, another undefeated fighter losing in 2025, Uh, yeah, you can have all the skills in the world, but you start fucking around, you start underestimating your opponent missed weight, so he's got extra pounds on you, and just chin in the air, got him. It is what it is, though.
All right, next up we got a barn burner, like me and Henry said, absolute firecracker of a showdown. We got Basharat versus Gutierrez. This is exactly how we played out. Like we said it was gonna play out. It was gonna be a Gutierrez dance fest, dancing with the stars with Gutierrez again, all over again. Just tap dancing around the corners. Basharat was initiating all the exchanges, but man, I think honestly, I don't think Basharat has a lot of power because like I think Gutierrez is more afraid of the takedown than Basharat's power. But I mean, GG to Basharat, man. Like he gets the job done, but it's just another back-to-back. I think it's like 5 in a row, 4 in a row straight decisions or something like that for Basharat. He's definitely the better fighter, and like he's the better Basharat brother. But I'm gonna need some finishes. I want to see some finishes, bro. I want to see some finishes. But Basharat was part of my around the world parlay, and for a good reason. I mean, he was super juiced, but this was a free pick mismatch. I don't even know why they were gonna fight together. It was a free dub for Basharat, but yeah, man, I think just Gutierrez just needs to get booted out of the UFC, bro. I'm just tired of watching this guy. Like, if he fights anybody that can check leg kicks, he's horrible, bro. He's horrible.
Yeah, just this is a just terrible matchmaking. I mean, Basharat didn't look as dominant as he should have, but he also didn't wrestle as much as he should have, and he looked like he got tired. Um, it's probably just a lesson learned for him. He did get tired. Give Gutierrez a chance to take round 3, but at that point it was too late. And Gutierrez, he has no finishing ability. Like it's this guy. He's a point fighter, and he doesn't know how to win minutes. So, um, it's not a good look for him. But whatever. I mean, Basharat, we got to see him against a top-ranked opponent because I do see some holes in his game, and his chin seems a little suspect. So I mean, we'll see how far he goes. But yeah, predictable fight, boring fight. Honestly, who cares? Yeah, but next fight, I told you guys, Andre Muniz is terrible. We had Edmund Shabazyan versus Muniz. Shabazyan, I mean, he was just taking his time with him. He stayed composed. He defended the takedowns. Muniz did look like he like sharpened up his striking a little bit, but he still has an off button. As soon as he gets tagged, he goes to sleep. It's like Shabazyan tagged him nasty. It was even like a super powerful strike, just picture perfect hook. Caught him, ground and pound, unconscious. I think he got stretchered out from how bad he got knocked out. So shout out to my boy Edmund. This guy's only back-to-back Rhino rushes, and he delivers every time. So I can't wait to see him get matched up against some bum again. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like Henry called it to a T. Muniz with that Crash Bandicoot build, man. I'm telling you, just just some jiu-jitsu guys just don't know how to get tagged, and like Muniz is one of them. Like I remember watching the fight, and Henry's like, Muniz is definitely off the sauce because he looks like he looks like a completely different fighter now. He looks like definitely like they cracked down on his cycle. He's no longer juiced. Obviously, all speculation, but I mean, it's day and night. Like his performances are day and night. And then Shabazyan, for some reason, I thought he was a lot older, but then once I realized he was only 27, he was in the UFC at 20. I think I was a little bit too harsh on him in the beginning because right now, like he seems to be like in his own little stride. Takedown defense look good. Octagon control look good. His striking has always been crispy. I think if Shabazyan like gets a good cardiovascular coach, man, like I think he could be a real contender. But yeah, I mean, GG's to Henry on that pick. Edmund was definitely a lock. Edmund KO all day.
Yeah, I mean, I want to apologize to the fans. Freaking Patchy Mix got robbed, but I shouldn't have had him in there. Chata low-key clowned me when I told him I was putting Patchy on there. I should have had Puna Healy. I was super confident in Puna. Should have been Puna and Edmund, but I did it again. So it's like this week, this upcoming card is to. I'll be honest, I looked at it and it's tough, but we'll see. I gotta watch the tape, but we'll see what we cook up. We gotta bounce back. I mean, luckily we hit one bet at least, but not a good night for us.
Oh my god! All right, next up, this is Gutierrez versus Vines. I told you guys, man, Vines has been knocked out viciously before. Like his fight popped out on my TikTok and he got laid out. This was one of those fights where like Vines knew exactly why he signed on the dotted line. Like shout out to Rhino because he played it out. Like he said that the UFC was like, look, bro, you're gonna get knocked out, but we're gonna promise to give you 2 extra fights. And like that's exactly what it felt like, dude. I don't know if Gautier has like the strongest grip strength or the strongest like he's just super strong, bro. Like he literally clipped Vines. Vines went for the takedown slash like octagon control, and Gutierrez just pulled him off him, threw him to the floor, and hit him with some nasty ground and pound. It's like, dude, give Gutierrez a top 15 just for the lulls. I'm just curious to see how this guy's gonna act in round 2 and 3 when he's on his back. I mean, I'm curious, bro. I mean, this guy's a killer. Like he says he wants to fight again at the end of the year. Put him in December. Give him somebody with some takedowns. Like I just want to see something. I just want to see something.
Yeah, I mean, it could get sketchy. I mean, Vines did have that double. He just couldn't finish it, but he did wrap his arms around him. He did go for it. But this dude's just a genetic freak that's just way stronger. I mean, okay, props to Vines for taking this fight, but this is a beyond mismatch. It probably shouldn't have been sanctioned, you know. But props to Gautier, man. This guy, a lot of these young fighters, they get these cookie matchups and they fumble. Michel Pereira fought I remember his name. This was like a Canadian dude, a weight class lower, and he started showboating, gassed down, and got finished. So you never know. You just never know. But props to Gautier. He looked good.
Minus 4,000.
Minus 4,000. Minus 400 round 1 is crazy. But finally, we get to the main card. We got Abus Magomedov versus Joe Pyfer. I'm not gonna pretend like this is how I predicted this fight to go. Joe Pyfer brought out the wrestling boots and he brought it to Abus. Pyfer's grappling looked freaking so much better. This guy, you can tell he's in the practice in the training room, rolling with Sean Brady. It's like this guy's grappling looks so good. Abus is I mean, we said it. His grappling is like whatever, you know. It's like he got on top because Pyfer made a mistake, but Pyfer pretty much dominated his fight from start to finish. As soon as he tagged Abus, he fell. He got wobbled, and then he got choked out. Love to see it. Love to see young fighters, level up their game. I think Pyfer needs a top 10 fighter now, man. I think he's grown up a lot more. He's not going to lose to guys like Jack Hermanson anymore, but I want to see him against somebody like Robocop, maybe Cannonier, somebody along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, we said it, bro. Magomedov, a bust. He has one round or bust, dude. I remember, you don't remember Rhino was like, yeah, like I'm going with Magomed. He's a monster. Even he was in shock about his boy gassing after round 1. Like, as soon as Pyfer initiated the grappling in round 1, I just looked at him and I was like, a bust is gonna gas. And they say exactly what. A bust looked good, but Pyfer's too good to get subbed. He's way bigger than him. And that's exactly what happened, bro. Like, a bust looked good in round 1 against Strickland. Looked good against round 1 against Pyfer. And, dude, he fell off a cliff. That's exactly why Pyfer hit him with that overhand right and dropped him, because his guard was low. Dude was looking for a way out. Pyfer with that size on him, with the head, doing a head and arm choke on anybody, that's automatic GG's, bro. That's automatic GG's.
Yeah, it's strong as hell.
I think the Pyfer sub was like what, like plus 600 or something like that.
Yeah, I had a little bit of money on the KO round 1, and KO straight was like plus 120, I think. So it's it's like. He was a favorite for a reason. I just never been a big Abus guy, honestly. So they did. Pyfer fought smart. He's with a good camp, so props to him.
All right, next up we got the automatic lock. This is where we hit our first bet right here. Back-to-back Subway sandwich. Dude, Zalal gives Zalal a top 3 fighter. Give him a number 1 contender fight. Like Emett landed 0-0, automatic takedown, sub. Me and Henry called it. We said if there was going to be a finish, it was going to be if this fight hit the mat. I thought Emett was going to try to take Zalal down and like it was going to be like some weird exchange. Zalal with a double leg takedown into a back take into a crispy finish. Bro, you can't even. It was so silky smooth, bro. Zero resistance from Emett. I told you guys in the breakdown that TJ's not in there. I don't want to hear none of that. Like, oh, you're training with TJ. Bro, Emmett's never been TJ. His grappling's never been TJ's level. Yair did the same thing that Zalal did to him. Just, bro, his ground game, Zalal's ground game is different. Like, Zalal's calling out Murphy. I don't think that one's going to happen. But, man, give Zalal Yair or give Zalal Lopez. Solid fights right there, bro. Like, this guy needs somebody. He took 0 damage. Put him back in December.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Zalal, I mean, we said it, man. If you guys don't remember, like the fights against the Mont Blackshear, like dude, this guy's scrambles are so good, bro. Like this guy's grappling. It was always his lack of like striking though that let him down, you know. Or sometimes he'd play too much jiu-jitsu off his back and just get controlled. But it's a whole different level. He's a whole different fighter now. He's finishing guys with the grappling. He's using the striking to avoid, you know, taking damage. He's not the most exciting fighter, but it's like, you know, it's like you gotta adapt to your opponent, you know. And Josh Emmett had nothing for him. He was an overhand right merchant. He has no jiu-jitsu. His wrestling, you know, he was a college wrestler or something like high school wrestler. I don't know, something like that. But you know, the shit don't matter. MMA wrestling is different.
It was a Pee-wee wrestling.
But GG fucking it's a law, man. Super good fight, super good fighter. I want honestly, I just thinking about it right now. I want to see him against Aljamain Sterling. I think that would be I think the grappling would be insane. Or if Evloev is not getting that title fight, Zalal versus Evloev running, you know.
Forgot about Evloev. Give him Evloev, dude. I got Zalal around the world parlay. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
Shit, man.
Like this one, look. I mean, everyone was that. Like this fight played out exactly how I thought it was gonna play out up until round 3. I told you guys that Rountree was a more technical fighter, and he showcased that in round 1 and round 2. But man, you should have saw the way we should have been live streaming, because the way that me and Henry looked at each other at the end of round 2, we're like, our boy's about to get knocked out unconscious, and that's exactly what happened, man. Dude, man, shout out to Rountree, bro, but I think his game plan, like, I don't know what the coaches told him in between round 2 and 3, because Rountree came out like a firecracker in round 3, and I think that was a mistake, bro. Like, as little energy as he had, like, he should have used it to, like, our cage control, something clinch, something jab and run away. He was up 2-0 on everybody's scorecard, bro. But yeah, he's kill or be killed, bro. Even if you don't like Rountree, like, his fights are impressive. His fights are good to watch. I mean, but Jerry, man, dude, Jerry looked just way bigger than him, and like he went full retard on him, and like he led with his chin. His head movement was looking crispy, and man, there's just so many. I just have so many questions. Like how hard does Alex actually hit? Because Rountree hit Jerry with one of the cleanest elbows I've seen in a very long time, and he ate it. He was like, I want more. I was like in disbelief. But dude, I don't know, man. It was a good fight, though. It was a good fight.
Yeah, man. I don't regret this pick at all, because I mean, honestly, Chato was the leading candidate for his pick. You know, he talked some sense to me about picking Khalil just based on his ability to win minutes. Like, in my opinion, like just no bias, like not even betting. I thought Jerry was gonna knock Khalil out in round 1. That was not the case. Khalil looked so good, bro. He was whipping those body kicks, whipping the leg kicks. Like, he was frustrating Jerry. It's just, if you don't knock out Jerry, and it's just Khalil's biggest problem is when he gets tired, he makes it so known. He let it be known against Pereira. Like, in this fight, like, there was a moment where he just has his hands, like, literally, like, right here, and he's, like, wincing. It's like, you show a killer like Jerry that look, and he's gonna finish it. And just, but I mean, Chato's right. I'm not sure if maybe he thought he lost round 2, and maybe that's why he came out so aggressive round 3, or maybe they thought they had Jerry rocked bad. But we were 2 minutes away from cashing a killer Rountree ticket, and it's just unfortunate. But honestly, I'm really proud of this pick, because I underrate Khalil so much. Is like, I expect him to get smashed by these fighters in like 2 minutes in a round, you know. And he dominated Jamal Hill for 5 rounds. He won 12 minutes of a fight against Jerry Prochazka. It's like, this guy's actually pretty good, man. So props to both fighters. Hell of a fight. Man, but in the coming event, oh my god.
Told you.
I feel like I don't remember what I said in the breakdown, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think I broke this fight down pretty clear. Other than round two, Merab did no damage. He was not holding Corey down. I think Corey was still one of the worst matchups for Merab because he doesn't accept the bottom position. He gets up. He just constant volume. The problem is he won round one. He got dropped round two. He lost round three. Round four, in my opinion, I think Corey should have won that round. But round five, I think that's like the deal breaker. Like he came out and he just stopped moving forward. When he was moving forward, he was dominating Merab. He was dominating him. He was moving it back. It was one of the few times you see Merab against the cage. You know, he was backing up so much, but Corey would land, and he'll back up and reset, and that's when Merab will start pushing him against the fence. It's just you gotta be nonstop pressuring this guy. He took the foot out the gas and he paid the price. But Merab, man, I still think this guy's beatable, bro, because he gives up so many rounds. He gives us so many rounds. It's like when you're a decision fighter and you give up rounds, it gets sketchy, you know. But what the hell do I know? This guy's a goat, you know. He's a goat, you know.
I'm just saying, man. If you guys take a look at his last 7 fights, bro, like you can't even. I don't even think there's an argument for like who's the best bantamweight ever. Yeah. This guy's record is nasty. But yeah, like just to add on to what Henry said, I mean, I was gonna jump into the fan in round two when Merab was gonna finish Corey. Like a lot of judges gave that a 10-8 round, and like a lot of judges had it 4-1, 4-1. I mean, I can see the argument for 3-2, but yeah, man, I just knew Merab was winning that fight going into the 5th round. It was just optics. Like even though Merab doesn't do damage, bro, like it's just bad optics when he's just tossing you on the floor. You're getting up, you're doing lunges. He has his opponents like Sandhagen, Cejudo, Umar, dude, they're all doing burpees, bro. They're all doing burpees while like he's over there like running around, chanting up the crowd. Like, dude has good. He's what Yo was trying to do, bro. He's trying to showboat and dominate at the same time, and like I feel like he has it down. Like he wins the crowd over. He wins the judges over, but I am on Henry's team when he says that this guy is overdue to get his ass beat. I'm telling you. You either got to kill him early because he takes round one off, or you got to pressure him, bro. I mean, obviously it's easier said than done because Sandhagen had the right mentality, but man, it just has to be somebody with knockout power, or just somebody who does not give an F and just stick drift, just auto tack sprint forward, like just eating shots, takedown defense. Because like even Merab said in the post-fight interview that like Corey Sandhagen had the best takedown defense, and like that's probably why like Merab has so much success on the feet was because Corey was trying to be like he would always like crash into him and then have the hands down because he was ready for that takedown, and then that's what ultimately almost got him knocked down in round two. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't know. I'm not I'm a Merab fan because you have to respect the type of fighter he is and how active he is and the people he's beat, but man, I'm gonna be hyped up when somebody lays him out. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll tell you right now.
100%. Like, just because I do think that he is a beatable champion, like just based on like decision, like the fact that his fights go to decisions. But this guy fights all the time, bro. It's like I love it, man. I love that this guy he fights anyone, any place, anytime. He's talking about wanting to fight in December. Like, dude, this guy's a demon. I mean, if Peter Yan is ready, run that fight. I do think he beats Peter Yan again. I think Umar still has the best shot. Just he won the first 2 rounds. If he would have secured that round 3, he would have been the champion right now. But he fumbled, he got tired, and he let Merab win at the moments. I mean, it did help that we were in the crowd fucking yelling like crazy anytime he did anything. Even if it was like just a takedown with no control time. Like we were there live for that fight. We are just yelling. Everybody's whole arena's yelling for nothing. But Rob's a fan favorite, it's like you got to win the moments. But props to him.
Look at this. I want you guys to pause right now and watch the other video because Henry said that he did not go for Big Onk. He was a Big Onk fan. He was a Big Onk demon. Look, I watched it right before right before we recorded this. I did say that I was going for Pereira, but my money was on Ankalaev. But I'm glad I stood away from this fight because it was that big question of like, was Pereira lying when he said that he was hurt? And no, he wasn't lying, bro. He went in there full force, no respect, laid his ass out in under a minute and a half. I mean, dude, he went in there and hit him. He went in there, knocked him out, and emoted him. Bro, give him John Jones. Give him John Jones in the White House, bro. Stop playing.
Yeah, I don't think that John Jones fight is gonna happen, but I do see him fighting Tom Aspinall. Assuming Aspinall beats Cyril Gane. It just, I mean, we said in the breakdown, you just can't. There's not a lot you can take from that first fight because it was a lot of nothing, you know. It's like both fighters. They're big dudes. Both like if it stays on the feet, obviously Pereira will always have a chance. Ankalaev couldn't take him down around in the first fight, so it's like no takedowns. If he can't take you down, it's a strictly stand-up fight against Alex Pereira. Of course, he has a chance. Of course, you know it's like, but this Pereira, the way Pereira fought, dude, he fought exactly like Tom Aspinall, just all gas, no brakes. You know, you get me before I get you, or I'm getting you 100%. You know, it's like he showed Ankalaev no respect. He got in his face. He was willing to get knocked out, and that's the difference in this fight. Ankalaev was too hesitant, and you know you got to bite down and throw back like Adesanya did, and he didn't. So props to Pereira. Life is good when we don't have Ankalaev as champion because now we can have Pereira defend the belt in a couple months rather than a year. You know, so I'm excited to see Pereira's next fight, whether it's Carlos Ulberg, whether it's Jiri again, or whether it's Tom Aspinall. I think all three fights are warranted. So life is good.
Yeah, life is good when the main event ends with the finish. I'm telling you, it always leaves me feeling like I didn't waste my life watching 8 hours of fights when the main card does not deliver. But this time it did. Yeah, like I agree with Henry, man. Like Ankalaev just I don't know. I'm just an Ankalaev hater, but he's just not active. I think like that's the part that pisses me off the most. But but now like it's back to normal, man. Back to normal.
100%. All right, let's start getting into our bets. It was a bad night for us betting wise, but we've been saying that the last 2 weeks. So, but you know, little by little we'll get back.
All right, boys. Look, again, the round the world is streaking, but the opposite way. This time, last week, the judges got us. This week, it was just user error on Austin Vanderford's part. He had the opportunities, he had the takedown, he had the game plan, but unfortunately, we underestimated Brahimaj. The dude is nasty, man. The dude has a type of fighting style that like we didn't think would be able to nullify Vanderford's grappling. Man, I just think that like that grappling defense of always attacking the choke is severely underrated, bro. Because eventually he's gonna get that angle. He's gonna get that right squeeze. You're either gonna have to anaconda out, give up your back, and like that's exactly what happened, bro. Like he hit Austin with the head kick. I don't think he ever recovered from that. Went straight to went straight for the choke, and then like he eventually got it. But man, it was a good fight. But yeah, like definitely sucks. We missed by one again. Yeah, it was definitely like a bad taste in my mouth. Second leg was Basharat. It was an easy dub. We told you guys it was going to be a 29, 28, 30, 27 performance. Gutierrez is hot garbage. He's a Dancing with the Stars ballerina in the corner. All leg kicks, no headshots. And then yeah, man, Zalal with a beautiful performance. That's why he was in this parlay. That's why he was in the lock of the week. And yeah, man, he was minus 500, and like he looked at it, he looked like minus 4,000. Like Gautier went in there, showed TJ Dillashaw no respect, double legged his cardio training into a back take, into an armbar, into a verbal tap. You're tapping verbally, bro? No, I'm kidding. It was just, man, minus 102 was good odds. It was just one of those fights where, like 9 times out of 10, like maybe Vanderford wins, but you just gotta take that one to the chin and just move forward. Next week I got you guys. I said that last time, but there's no way we're gonna get swept 0-4. It's best out of 7. We're gonna go 4 straight, boys.
100%. And then for the Rhino Rush, man, I do strongly believe that this should have cashed. But when you're betting on a fighter and he doesn't dominate the way you think he would, the way you think he was supposed to, that's on me. He was the same. He was as big as a favorite as Punahele, except Punahele won all 3 rounds. The only reason why Veretenikov had any moment in that fight was because Mark Goddard decided to stand him up. Let that wipeout get off his back on his own. Don't involve yourself in the fight. But whatever. In this fight, Jacob Waklacz, I mean, like Chato just said with that guillotine, the defense and the grappling, like Patchy did, he fought his fight. He went for the takedowns. He was moving forward. It just Waklacz would threaten with that guillotine, and he would reverse position. There was at one point he had to use the ghillie to get up. Like, dude, like this guy, he's a better grappler than I thought. I think Patchy was surprised by his grappling too, but I do think Patchy won round 2 and 3. But like I said, he's minus 300. He should have dominated the fight. He was a bigger favorite than Edmund Shabazyan, with my boy Edmund. 2 in a row for my boy around the world. Fucking Rhino Rush. This guy's a killer, but I said Veretenikov was a wipeout, and I didn't bet him. So that's on me. Edmund did what he had to do. He knocked out Muniz quickly. Muniz is trash. Cut him. He's hot garbage. He's off the sauce. He was on PEDs 100%. So, but whatever. I think we lost 2 in a row in the Rhino Rush. So I gotta bounce back. I'm looking like the old Rhino right now. So, I gotta do better.
I'm gonna tell you right now, for the lows, I'm gonna experiment. I'm gonna fade Mix's next fight. All right, this is the play of the week. Our most profitable parlay, as everybody knows. Minus 140, and honestly, these were the 2 locks of the card. They both had clear advantages, but who would have thought back-to-back subs? Who would have thought Subway sandwich? It would have been like plus like 2,000 or like 1,000 odds. Like if you were to parlay both of them by sub, crazy, man. Like Zalal again. I mean, like it kind of sounds like I'm a Zalal dick rider, but this guy is nasty, bro. Give him a top 5. Give him a big name. Give him a title like eliminator. When Henry said him and Ivalov, bro, that piqued my interest. Run it. 2 grapplers. I'm telling you, man. On a full cap, give me Zalal. I'll put that for in the round of world and the lock of week against Ivalov right now. I'm locking it in right now, boys.
Yeah, and Joe Pyfer, man, he's got leveled up big time. This is a guy who got knocked out via body slam in the Contender Series originally. He got clowned on by Jack Hermanson on the feet, and now he's peaking, man. He's on a win streak. He got a good win under his belt against Magomedov. I think it's time to take the training wheels off, give him a real fighter, give him a fighter that's gonna fight back, maybe grapple a little bit. I think giving him a vet test would be a good thing. RoboCop, Cannoneer. What else? Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't say MVP, but I think MVP will dance on him. But give him a fighter that that's willing to engage. I think RoboCop, Cannoneer, Braulio maybe, but Braulio grapples, it might get sketchy. But but props to Pyfer, he leveled up. We cashed the play of the week. The rest of our parlays is unfortunate. Chato had a really good week pick wise. I think he picked the full main card like perfect, but it just the fighters that we got wrong big time, and it just sucks.
It sucks when you pick the right fighters, but you don't parlay them. It just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Like I had Pereira, I should have put him as an underdog. I should have put him in a parlay or something, but hindsight's 2020. Like I'm not gonna be one of those guys that like, oh yeah, like I kind of knew it on the back. Like nah, I just didn't. I'm gonna be straight up, I didn't. But next week's gonna be a different week, man. We got 7 straight weeks of fights. I'm telling you right now, we're not gonna go 0-7. There's no way. No, 100%.
Next week we got 2 former champions as underdogs. Maybe one of them will make their way into a parlay. We'll see. We've got to watch the tape, but we bounce back. We hit 1 bet at least. Hopefully you guys put big money on this bet. Hopefully, you guys did put Soriano on there to get that plus money, but we got to be better, and we will be better. So we'll see you guys in 2 days. See you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, guys. So, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again for all the interaction on Twitter, on Instagram. We see all the new subscribers and all the comments under the videos. Thanks again, everybody. We're gonna bounce back like always. We're gonna see you on Tuesday to give you guys the better odds, the better plays. I'm telling you guys, the round the road. We're gonna start streaking here, guys. I'm telling you, reload the bank, work the OT, because I'm gonna get you guys back. I promise.
No, 100%. That's it for us. We'll see you guys in a couple of days. It's time to watch that tape, and get ready for next week.
All right, boys. Veretenikov out.
Peace.